Alright, welcome to Young Learning. I'm going to show you how to import an image, and then we're going to create an image to basically make into a logo. We're going to make an image turn into a three-dimensional object. So what we're going to have here is we're going to have a little canvas right here, and then that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to insert. Once we insert, we're going to insert something from the computer. See, we have a bunch of images, images that I pulled from basically Google. So what's going to happen is when I open it, I'm going to open the image. I want it on a different plane. I'll try and put it on at least one of the planes. I'm going to mark it right here at the origin. Click on it, and once you click on it, you're able to make this as big or as small as you want. As you can see on the bottom right, the numbers change. It's in inches, so whenever you type you want 2 feet, you're gonna have to type in 24 inches. That'll give us a canvas of 2 feet. As you can see, here's 2 feet image right here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of things. A couple of things that needs to be explained today is what happens with explosions. We could explode this. We could explode the canvas. What happens with exploding the canvas is you explode all the arcs and all the lines and everything, so that way you can be a little bit more accurate. Don't explode it. What's going to happen is that your lines are going to be a little bit more weird, but take a look. I'm going to do something really quick. I'm going to make a box. What's going to happen is we are going to actually create something, overlay something through the image and importing the image. So what's going to happen is once you draw a polygon, a closed polygon, it's going to fill in all that stuff. But what happens if I don't want that and I decide to explode the image? What's going to happen now is when I create something, it's not going to create an image. It's not going to create an image at all. It's not going to fill in the image. What's going to happen is you're going to have a blank space. So if I put this out of the way, you have a blank canvas right here. Sort of. So there are 2 ways to do this, as you can see. I'm not going to explode anything. I'm just going to undo until I have the image. So here's my image again. What's going to happen is I'm not going to explode this, but I'm going to trace the entire outline from black all across. The lines are there. Now that I have these lines all taken care of, see, we do have some lines here. You can't see them. What's going to happen is we are going to delete the image. As you can see, there are lines. Unfortunately, they're not straight because of the fact that lines are not being very cooperative in a way. So, which means that I delete some of these lines because of the fact that they were not three-dimensional space, they are in a different plane. Things that I do have to in. Wrong plane, so figure this out really. There we go. So now that we have that, as you can see, there's our logo. As you can see, once you have everything on the same plane, it fills in everything for you, which is pretty cool and everything like that. Now the next thing we're going to do is you can extrude. What's going to happen is when you extrude or the push pull button. Extruding means that you're just going to expand it. So if you click here and click on the extrude button or the push pull, if you click on it once, get to expand your three-dimensional image. See there, expanded image. Now, if you want to make a circle or anything like that, what you need to do is draw a line. Draw a line straight through these two. We're going to create a line. Yes, I know it's going to fill in things because once you make a polygon, it'll fill it in. But we'll delete that later. What's going to happen is you're going to do a panning. Hopefully you'll find the midpoint. The great thing about this thing is it will mark the midpoint for you. Click here once. Click on here and draw. See, it's a little small, but we'll figure that out in a bit. What's going to happen now, it was this one, the drawing function. What's going to happen now is we're going to do a scaling of this. Now, unfortunately, we can't get that correct, so what's going to happen is we're going to have to try again. Probably one. Oh, that was so close. But we'll rectify that one. What's going to happen here is that we set the off scale, stuff like that. Click on that. Scale it to at least it show there's something. What's going to happen is delete these two. Right on that. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to do this offset. That was a scaling, so we're going to do an offset. An offset means that we're going to create another line. There. And as you can see, we have a little circle. Now we can start coming in here, start deleting everything we don't want. As you can see, put a logo with a circle on it. Okay, so what's going to happen now is kind of delete this one so that way it fills in its own, and then now we can definitely extrude this. As you see, it gives me CH. Whatever is not connected won't happen. The reason why I deleted this line is because if I don't, they're going to be separated. They're not going to be filled in together. So you want to make sure that at least one of them is pretty much on the line. And then you delete that. That way this is going to be there. Delete this one. You fill in the whole thing. But if you kind of match this, if you kind of want to match this over here, just like that, if I this and I straight across, I start deleting stuff. Delete this one and this one. Oops, I know why. This isn't filled in. Look at that. Fill this in. Delete everything. So I'm going to leave that because obviously it's not going to work. Fill that in. Now you have your logo. There, you're going to extrude this. And then there you have it. Completed logo that will pretty much as easy as it can be. So I would take a little long time to try and figure that one out, but at least we'll have. Hopefully that helps. And until next time, later.